Florida Chapter 64E-16.003 Facility Policies and Procedures. 1. All biomedical waste facilities shall comply with the following. A. Biomedical waste mixed with hazardous waste, as defined in Chapter 62-730 FAC, hazardous waste shall be managed as hazardous waste. B. Biomedical waste mixed with radioactive waste shall be managed in a manner that does not violate the provisions of Chapter 64E-5 FAC. The biomedical waste shall be managed in accordance with the provisions of Chapter 64E-16 FAC after the radioactive component has decayed in storage as provided for in Chapter 64E-5 FAC, or is otherwise not regulated under Chapter 64E-5 FAC. The packaging requirements of Chapter 64E-5 FAC shall be followed unless the requirements of Chapter 64E-16 FAC are more restrictive. C. Any other solid waste or liquid which is neither hazardous nor radioactive in character, combined with untreated biomedical waste, shall be managed as untreated biomedical waste. D. All surfaces contaminated with spilled or leaked biomedical waste shall be decontaminated as part of the cleaning process. 2. Each biomedical waste facility shall implement a written operating plan to manage biomedical waste in accordance with this chapter. This plan will be available for review by the department and facility personnel. The plan shall include the following: a description of training for personnel, procedures for segregating, labeling, packaging, transporting, storing, and treating biomedical waste, procedures for decontaminating biomedical waste spills, and a contingency plan for emergencies. Facilities which have multiple specialty services shall include procedures specific to each specialty if procedures vary. Plans shall be updated when regulations, facility policies, or procedures change. A. Each facility or their designee shall train new personnel who handle biomedical waste as part of their work responsibilities. This training shall be provided prior to commencement of duties related to biomedical waste handling. Refresher training shall be completed annually by all personnel who handle biomedical waste. Training shall detail compliance with the facility's operating plan and Chapter 64E-16 FAC, and shall be maintained as a part of the operating plan. B. All biomedical waste management records shall be maintained for 3 years and shall be available for review by the department. Florida Chapter 64E-16.004 Storage and Containment. 1. Storage. A. Storage of biomedical waste at the generating facility shall not exceed 30 days. The 30-day period shall commence when the first non-sharps item of biomedical waste is placed into a red bag or sharps container, or when a sharps container containing only sharps is sealed. B. Storage of biomedical waste in a place other than at the generating facility shall not exceed 30 days. The 30-day storage period shall begin on the day the waste is collected from the generator. C. Indoor storage areas shall have restricted access and be designated in the written operating plan. They shall be located away from pedestrian traffic, be vermin and insect free, and shall be maintained in a sanitary condition. They shall be constructed of smooth, easily cleanable materials that are impervious to liquids. D. Outdoor storage areas, including containers and trailers, shall, in addition to the above criteria, be conspicuously marked with the International Biological Hazard Symbol as described in paragraph 64E-16.004 2B FAC, and shall be secured against vandalism and unauthorized entry. The International Biological Hazard symbol on an outdoor storage area shall be a minimum of 6 inches in diameter. 2. Containment. A. Packages of biomedical waste shall remain sealed until treatment, except when compacted in accordance with the requirements of this chapter as stated in section 64E-16.006-2 FAC. Ruptured or leaking packages of biomedical waste shall be placed into larger packaging without disturbing the original seal. B. All packages containing biomedical waste shall be visibly identifiable with the International Biological Hazard symbol and one of the following phrases: biomedical waste, biohazardous waste, biohazard, infectious waste, or infectious substance. The symbol shall be red, orange, or black, and the background color shall contrast with that of the symbol or comply with the requirements cited in Subpart Z of 29 CFR, subparagraph 1910.1030 G1C, Occupational Exposure to Bloodborne Pathogen Standard. C. Bags. 1. Biomedical waste, except sharps, shall be packaged and sealed at the point of origin in impermeable red plastic bags, or at the discretion of the generator into sharps containers. The International Biological Hazard symbol shall be at least 6 inches in diameter on bags 19 inches by 14 inches or larger, and at least 1 inch in diameter on bags smaller than 19 by 14 inches. Each plastic bag shall meet the following physical properties: A. Impact resistance of 165 grams and tearing resistance of 480 grams in both the parallel and perpendicular planes with respect to the length of the bag. Impact resistance shall be determined using ASTM D-1709-91. And tearing resistance shall be determined using ASTM D-1922-89. B. Incidental sum concentrations of lead, mercury, hexavalent chromium, and cadmium shall be no greater than 100 ppm for dyes used in the coloration of bags. D. Sharps containers. 1. Sharps shall be discarded at the point of origin into single-use or reusable sharps containers. Needles and scalpel blades shall not be placed directly into double-walled corrugated containers. Sharps containers must be sealed when full. A sharps container is considered full when materials placed into it reach the designated fill line, or, if a fill line is not indicated, when additional materials cannot be placed into the container without cramming, or when no additional materials are to be placed in the container. 2. Permanently mounted sharps container holders shall bear the phrase and the International Biological Hazard symbol described in paragraph 64E-16.004 2A FAC, if this information on the sharps container is concealed by the sharps container holder. 3. Reusable sharps containers shall only be emptied into a treatment cart or directly into a treatment unit. They shall be constructed of smooth, easily cleanable materials and shall be decontaminated after each use. 4. The International Biological Hazard symbol shall be at least 1 inch in diameter on sharps containers. E. All outer containers shall be rigid, leak-resistant, and puncture-resistant. Reusable outer containers shall be constructed of smooth, easily cleanable materials and shall be decontaminated after each use. F. The International Biological Hazard symbol shall be at least 6 inches in diameter on outer containers 19 inches by 14 inches or larger, and at least 1 inch in diameter on outer containers less than 19 by 14 inches.